This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Gordy Jones, Jordan Ray. We are at Carl Albert High School for what's left of the 2026 Titan Classic. It's really not a tournament now. There's just 2 games today as the home team, Carl Albert boys and girls, both have a matchup this morning, and then we'll be calling it quits as all the teams are headed home to avoid the weather. Our sponsor for the tournament and for these games today, Buffalo Wild Wings, located at 5500 Tinker Diagonal in Del City. Really appreciate Buffalo Wild Wings for their support of our stream today. Starting lineups for the visiting Broken Arrow Lady Tigers, because that's the girls' game today. It's Broken Arrow versus Carl Albert.
Yes, sir.
And Broken Arrow Lady Tigers have a record now after yesterday's win of 10-5 on the season. Shane Coffey is the coach. They yesterday they had the win over Edison Prep, and their starting lineup is a 5'11 junior, number 3, Audrey Dow, a 5'5 junior, number 10, Janiyah McCrary, a 5'11 junior, number 23, Aaliyah Peters, a 5'8 junior, number 30, Soraya Matthew, and a 5'11 junior, number 33, Gracie Sanders. The starting lineup for the Carl Albert Lady Titans, coached by Kyle Ritchie, with a record now of 12-3 after their win over Putnam City yesterday. Starting lineup for the Carl Albert Lady Titans is a 5'1". Oh, she's tall. 5'1 junior, our player of the game yesterday, Hayden Harrell, number 3. A 5'5 junior, number 10, Malia Hatchett. A 5'6 senior, number 15, Jakari Brown. A 5'11 senior, number 22, Audrey Plunkett. And a 5'4 freshman, number 24, Zoe Johnson. And we need to make mention that in yesterday's game, Audrey Plunkett hit the milestone of 1,000 career points in high school. They, of course, Coach Ritchie called a timeout. They had a banner prepared. They had it up on the screen and celebrated her achievement during the game yesterday. It was a pretty celebratory moment.
Right, just a huge accomplishment, Tracy.
We have the opening tip here at Carl Albert. It's Broken Arrow coming down with the basketball to begin the game. Matthews brought down the tip, and McCrary will set up the offense. She's being hounded quickly by Zoe Johnson. That freshman is not afraid of anyone.
Definitely. Really good defense by Zoe Johnson, forcing a turnover by McCrary. McCrary yesterday doing a really good job of leading this Broken Bow Tiger defense.
Jakari Brown brought that ball down the court. Plunkett drives the baseline, has the ball knocked out by Dow. Jakari Brown is listed at 5'6" on the roster, and I'm just looking in comparison to other players on the court. I would have swore she was taller than that. And Brown hits the long 2 just inside the three-point arc to get the first points of the ball game.
Nice little shot from the elbow for Jakari Brown. Ooh, excuse me. Yesterday got off to a really good start. Ooh, nice drive there.
McCrary taking Plunkett all the way to the hole, drawing the foul on the layup attempt. She's going to the line to shoot the Toonie Buys Houses free throws. Toonie Buys Houses in any condition. If you're someone you know needs to sell a home for any reason, call Toonie Buys Houses today for a cash offer. 405-931-3046. McCrary hits the first of the 2 free throws. Go ahead and let you know now that at Buffalo Wild Wings, Thursdays are the new Fridays. Every Thursday, enjoy buy one, get one free boneless wings with B-dubs. Not valid with any other offers. Size exclusions may apply while supplies last. Limit 1. Delivery and takeout available at participating locations for a limited time. Delivery subject to availability. Fees may apply. Valid only for orders placed through the Buffalo Wild Wings app and website.
Malia Hatchett bringing the ball up today. It's a little something different. Nice. All right.
Audrey Plunkett hits the Bobby Lewis Insurance three-pointer. Just adding to that 1,000-point total.
Oh, definitely. One of the best shooters Carl Albert has, of course, been doing it for years. I said, making her mark already in this game after a strong performance last night, of course. Nice. Sarai Matthew, again, making a force to be reckoned with in the paint, doing a really good job yesterday as well, making her presence known.
5-4 game and a steal by Gracie Sanders. She's going the length of the court, goes around the defender, misses the layup, gets her own loose rebound and puts it back in for two. There's a lead for Broken Arrow.
Gracie Sanders picking up the trash off the ground and getting that rebound, able to go right back up for the two. I said already, Tracy, looks like Broken Arrow getting off to a good start. Really quick, decisive passes.
Both teams playing well. Should be a competitive game throughout. Another steal for Broken Arrow. Feeding Matthew down the court. She goes left off the glass for two. Matthew with 6 points, 8 now for the Tigers.
Starting hot, getting down low, able to make her way and, like I said, create this space. Ooh.
Oh, Leah Peters says not here. Check out your Triple Elite screen printing. Instant replay.
Nice little drive by Zoe Johnson, but Leah Peters comes and says, not in my house, not today.
That was an authoritative block right there.
No doubt. A lot of good length on Leah Peters yesterday. Had a lot of good rebounds, able to box out, doing a really good job on defense for the Tigers.
Plunkett drives the baseline, gets fouled. She tries to cut back inside around the defender and gets a little hip check. The foul called on Audrey Dow.
That will be on the floor.
Inbound baseline, inbound play coming from the Titans. Johnson gives it to Plunkett, and the Titans set up their offense again. Boy, Harrell got in a little trouble there.
Oh, almost got trapped. Tigers staying in the man defense again. Like I said, using these traps on the corner and said doing a really good job of that. And they did a really good job yesterday against Edison Prep, limited them, to a, like I said, low point.
Jakari Brown, boom! It's the Bobby Lewis Insurance 3 for Jakari Brown.
Nice shot by Brown.
Bobby Lewis Insurance, surprisingly great rates with 2 locations to serve you. Choctaw at 405-281-6700 and Del City 405-670-3665. Floater off the glass, good for 2. Trying to see the player's number. All I have is a ponytail right now. Number 10, that was McCrary. And it's a 2-point lead for Broken Arrow. We got an offensive foul off ball. I believe that's Malia. No. That was against Zoe Johnson.
I didn't see that one, Trace.
1 foul on each. No, that's 2 fouls on the Titans now. I missed the earlier shooting foul. Leah Peters gives the head fake and then drives around Audrey Plunkett. Peters misses a shot. Plunkett gets the rebound, bringing the ball right on back up the court.
Nice little pass right there by Plunkett to Johnson.
Johnson with good court awareness, cuts behind the defense on the baseline, and she gets the 10-foot jumper.
Nice cut. Joey Johnson staying moving on the offensive end on that baseline, able to find the open space. But again, McCrary with the drive.
Going around defenders. Broken Arrow is really getting around the Carl Albert defenders and getting to the hole.
They did a really good job yesterday as well against Edison Prep.
Hatchett gets her 3-point attempt from the corner, blocked by Sanders. Our first period, by the way, brought to you by Bell Bonds by Tamara. Bell Bonds by Tamara. Have you missed the ball on paying a ticket? Call Bell Bonds by Tamara at 405-200-5110. 15-plus years of serving the community.
Malia Hatchett subbed out for Annabelle Crawford. Make sure I get that right today.
Yeah, Annabelle, last night it was Brindley Crawford who came in first, but tonight Annabelle comes in first, yeah.
Looks like Coach Ritchie decided to go a little bit smaller, a little bit quicker.
Plunkett for three. It's a little long rebound in the hands of Sinley Johnson, who's now in the game for Broken Arrow.
Number 0, Johnson, she came in the game last night. Like I said, did a really good job at the point. Said both her and McCrary doing a really good job on defense in the upcourt.
Jakari Brown doing a great job blocking out on the boards. Brings the ball all the way down the court, has her shot blocked by Sanders. Baseline inbound play coming for Carl Albert. Back and forth game is tied up now. Plunkett on the baseline, goes over Matthews and puts it in for two.
Nice back down and put up right there by Plunkett.
Sanders trying to get around Plunkett. Unsuccessfully, Plunkett was disciplined and stayed in front of her. Inside, Peters going over the shorter defender, misses the shot, and Annabelle Crawford taking the ball away. And there's a steal for Broken Arrow. McCrary for three. That one's short. Harrell gets the rebound. Harrell gets around her defender, then she pulls up, passes the ball off. Jakari Brown, top of the key. Boom! It's the Bobby Lewis Insurance three.
Jakari Brown for a second three-pointer of the night at the top of the key. Carl Albert moving the ball well around the hole. Of course, like I said, finding the open. Jakari Brown.
Plunkett with a steal. And the layup. There's your Triple Elite screen printing instant replay. Plunkett and Brown dominating right now. If you had to pick some players, they're really asserting themselves. Let's put it that way. They're asserting themselves.
Definitely, Tracy. I said these seniors have done a really good job, especially over the last few years, for Carl Albert being the dependable ones that you can depend on for scoring. Of course, making their presence known. But Carl Albert, like I said, starting out the game with a good on-ball defense. Of course, it's early in the day, but like you say, really good showing from both of these teams. But as well, like I said, doing a really good job on defense. Like I said, be able to create these open spaces, able to get these girls straight to the basket.
Well, in the first few minutes, it looked like Broken Arrow was going to pull away a little bit. They were getting the steals and getting the transition buckets. Carl Albert settled down.
Right.
Jakari and Audrey starting to assert themselves, and the scoreboard's flipped. It's a 7-point lead for the Titans now.
Definitely.
Matthew pushing, backs down Crawford. Off the glass, no good. Crawford with the rebound.
Has some really good moves down there, Matthew does. Like I said, she's used that move quite a bit to get to the hole. Just unable to get those to land.
And just watching Zoe Johnson move on the court, the way she handles the ball.
One of my favorites to watch.
She's going to be quite the player in her career here for Carl Albert.
Oh, no doubt. Just a motor. Non-stop. Like I said, great on-ball defense, good ball handler, of course. Like you say, one of my favorite players to watch for the Titans.
Inbound play, full court defense by Harrell. Harrell staying with McCrary down the court.
And McCrary's quick, so Harrell, she has a tremendous amount of speed on her, able to.
McCrary got in there, got the shot off. It was Peters, though, getting the offensive board and cleaning that up.
Able to get that shot off just a little bit. Like I said, Harrell, good defense on McCrary, able to get her to get that miss, but great pickup by Soraya Matthew on the back end.
Harrell defended by McCrary on the other end. Now there's trouble, and a foul's going to be called on Peters as she falls onto the side of Crawford. Second team foul on the Tigers. We got less than a minute left and only 2 team fouls on each team, so no one close to the bonus.
Doing pretty good.
We're a couple of years into this change in high school basketball where it's no longer 7 fouls for a 1-and-1 shot, 10 fouls for 2. It's now 5 fouls per period.
Right.
And then it's automatically 2 shots. There's no 1-and-1 anymore. What's your thoughts on that? I said we're a couple of years into it. What's your thoughts on that change?
Like you said, it really kind of creates that opportunity for the team to kind of get more points. But like you say, it makes you more cautious about getting yourself into foul trouble. Of course, like you say, the change has kind of been good, for some teams. Zoe Johnson almost missed.
Yeah, Johnson shooting the Toonie Buys Houses free throws, misses on the first. I thought it would change the strategy at the end of the game a lot when teams were fouling to stop the clock, but I don't know that it's really changed it that much, to be honest.
Right. Like I said, it more suits, the professional level a little bit better.
In the ballgame now is Jaslyn Varner for the Tigers. There's a three from the right wing, no good. Johnson with the rebound, pushing it down the court. She's going to take McCrary to the basket, kicks it out, though. Brindley Crawford in the game now, and Jakari Brown, the three, no good. That's her first miss from range, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
6-point lead for Carl Albert, 18 seconds on the clock. McCrary driving, off the glass, foul called. McCrary will get the Toonie Buys Houses free throws.
Looks like that foul will be on 34, Brindley Crawford.
McCrary gets the roll over the front of the rim.
Janai McCrary, I said again, did a really good job yesterday and doing a really good job today as well, making her way to the basket, kind of creating these shots and these foul opportunities. Unfortunately misses that one.
Matthews battling for the rebound, finally comes up with it, trying to get back down the defender. She's trying to throw to teammate, but the teammate was cutting, and it goes out of bounds.
It's a miss, just a slight miss, but good thought by Sarai Matthew. I said last night, doing a really good job on the boards, just being a really good force in the paint.
Brown down the court with the time running out, puts up the floater. It goes in
and out.
And has that backspin on it that causes it to catch the rim, and it comes right back out.
Don't you hate when that happens?
Man, that hurts. That hurts. After one period of play, the score's 18-13. Carl Albert Lady Titans leading the Broken Arrow Lady Tigers here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Tommy's Express Car Wash. We know how to love your ride. Try the Works Wash with our signature 14-step cleaning process, engineered to shine and shield your car from the elements. From breaking down dirt and bugs with our Detox Pre-Wash to restoring your vehicle's finish with our ceramic body wax. Give your car the best with our Top Wash. Then complete the clean with free vacuums and mat washers. Download our app and get your first 30 days of the Works for free. Tommy's Express. Love your ride.
Celebrating 10 years. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Gordy Jones, Jordan Ray back at Carl Albert High School for the games today between the Carl Albert Lady Titans and the Broken Arrow Lady Tigers. And then we'll follow that up with the Carl Albert boys versus the Piper, Kansas Pirates. Starting our second period here with the Titans on top 18-13. Our second period brought to you by Whataburger. What's a Whata deal at Whataburger? Well, for $3 you get a new Big Ranch wrap. For $4 get 5 of our premium Whata chicken bites, or for $5 get a bacon cheese Whataburger Jr. Add fries and a drink for just $2.49. Now that's a Whata deal. If you're in the Midwest City area, there's a Whataburger right here near Carl Albert High School, located at 2914 South Douglas Boulevard in Midwest City. And in the Broken Arrow area, there's one at 2341 East Kenosha Street, Broken Arrow. Remind you, Buffalo Wild Wings is our title sponsor for what is left now of the Carl Albert Titan Classic. Not much of a tournament today. We got these 2 games because of weather. The rest of the tournament has been canceled. Audrey Plunkett battling down low. Gives the ball to Hatchett. Kicks it back out into the back of Peters. Plunkett somehow comes up with it. Battle, loose ball. Almost saved by McCrary, but it goes out of bounds.
Nice little hustle by McCrary there.
I love to see the effort like that by a player, right?
Right. Broken Arrow, like I said, just a really good draw defense this quarter since they came out. Playing really strong. It seems like they have turned it up just a little bit, Tracy.
And it's, I'm going to say, for a lot of people, everyone's different, but for a lot of people, for me, it would be, wow, what a play by Audrey Plunkett. Check out this replay, brought to you by Triple Elite Screen Printing.
Nice. Just strength shown.
Triple Elite Screen Printing for world-class designs and hot new styles. And Audrey Plunkett shooting the Toonie Buys Houses and 1 free throw. Misses it, but Annabelle Crawford with the rebound.
Carl Albert doing a good job today on the boards on the offensive end.
That hustle play by McCrary, I love to see that any time by a player,
yes,
but at a 9 a.m. basketball game,
exactly.
That tells a lot about her.
Exactly, Tracy.
Annabelle Crawford powering. No, that's Brindley Crawford powering to the rim.
That was tough. Tough points.
Crawford here on the Triple Elite Screen Printing Instant Replay. Sanders for three. Boom! Mr. Bobby Lewis insurance free for Gracie Sanders.
Gracie Sanders letting us know she's here after the second score of the evening. The morning. But like I said, a good showing last night from the arc.
Harrell setting up the offense now for Carl Albert. Coming to the wing. Hatchett looking inside. Annabelle to Brindley. Brindley in the corner, taking the baseline and across to Plunkett in the other corner. Hatchett going to the hole. High off the glass. Shot no good. Draws the foul.
Tigers playing some really good defense. Just a little bit of bailout foul on Hatchett at that moment. I said if they can get those hands in the air, I said try to create less fouls, but like I said, just a really good job of keeping Carl Albert away from the basket.
Toonie Buys Houses free throws coming for Malia Hatchett. She hits the first. Call Toonie Buys Houses at 405-931-3046. Sally Johnson checks back in the game for Broken Arrow. Hatchett hits both free throws and the lead's to 8. I have to be honest, I'm a little surprised the game's not a little tighter than this in the first half.
Difference in the game, Carl Albert actually, just capitalizing on these offensive rebounds. The Tigers just not able to land some of these easy buckets, but like you say, they're going to have to inch their way up and see if they can create some stops.
McCrary battling, gets the defender back down, but then she takes an extra step and is called for the travel.
Nice little hook move. Just didn't go the way she planned.
Plunkett bringing the ball to the court. You got a 5'11 player who can rebound, score under the bucket, hit a three, and bring the ball down the court for you.
Very dynamic and very multitask.
Brindley Crawford misses the 12-foot jumper, gets in the paint. Probably should have been a foul called there, but we'll call it a block instead, and now Johnson gets called for the carry. That's a second carry call I've seen called in this tournament, and we don't see those often anymore.
Don't see it often, but good job by Hatchett putting that ball pressure on Johnson, able to get her to turn that ball over a little bit.
Johnson inbounds the ball to Harrell. McCurry waiting on Harrell at the half-court line. Now Johnson trying to use her speed to get out of this trap. Opens up Plunkett in the corner. Plunkett dribbles behind her back and loses the ball. Battles for it, comes back up. Johnson to the hole. Shot blocked by Sanders, and she gets the rebound. That's several blocks by this Broken Arrow team in this ball game.
Right. I was going to say, again, the Tigers just showing a lot of good energy on the defensive end, making it hard for Carl Albert to even just get any open space. And there's Johnson.
Zoe Johnson working hard to get that open shot. Ended up with a good look. Can't connect. Sanders passes off. Dow, I don't think we've seen a shot by Dow in this game. She was pretty active yesterday.
Oh, yes.
Leah Peters under the basket for two.
Nice little drop move for Peters. Peters had a good showing as well yesterday.
McCrary dogging Harrell in the backcourt. Gets into her body and called for the foul. Three fouls on Broken Arrow in this second period already, according to the scoreboard.
Right. Like I said, came out just a little bit more aggressive this second period. Said doing a really good job trying to close this gap some.
Jakari Brown, deadly from three-point range early in the game. Has been quiet offensively here in the second quarter. Offensive foul called on the screen by Carl Albert. Will turn the ball over to Broken Arrow.
Tied up. Plunkett just holding that ball just a little bit too long, giving the defender an ability to tie that one up.
McCurry goes left. Harrell staying with her. Sanders gets around Plunkett after the screen was set by Dow. Plunkett gets a rebound. Sanders all over the back of Plunkett, knocking her to the court, and they finally get the foul called.
Gracie Sanders just a little too aggressive, trying to stop that ball.
I got to tell you, that whistle was so late, I thought they were about to call a foul on Plunkett.
I agree.
I was like, what in the world is happening here?
I didn't know what happened. There was a slight pause there. Definitely.
6-point lead for Carl Albert. We can hear Coach Ritchie down on the court yelling out instructions to his team.
Like you said, Tracy, earlier, starting to now tighten up for both teams, just like we probably expected early on.
Harrell comes back out to set the offense up for Carl Albert. Johnson driving, gets past Vogel to put it up for two.
Nice little crossover to the left for Zoe Johnson. Said points aren't easy to come by, but her able to find that space and use those ball handling skills to get to the bucket. And there's the steal.
Ball tipped away by Jakari Brown. Johnson comes up with it. She's going right to the hole and draws the foul for McCrary. Zoe Johnson, the Toonie Buys Houses free throws coming. And a timeout called by Coach Shane Coffey of the Broken Arrow Lady Tigers. And looks like it is going to be a full timeout, so we will take a break here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
% of all auto accident deaths were rolling. This is why you need our number in your phone.
This could be you! Celebrating 10 years. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Gordy Jones, Jordan Ray back at Carl Albert High School. It's the Carl Albert Lady Titans leading the Lady Tigers of Broken Arrow 26-18 with 2:46 left to play in the Whataburger second period here at the Buffalo Wild Wings Titan Classic, which has become a festival with just 2 games this morning.
Right. You know, just a little inclement weather coming in, but
just a little.
Just a little bit. You know, we'll see what happens from here. I'm betting the under on that one, hopefully. But like you say, had to shorten this tournament up a little bit, but we still have some good competition regardless. Got a really good battle right now going on between the Tigers and the Titans.
At the free throw line, Zoe Johnson shooting 2 free throws. A little surprised they allowed the timeout before the first free throw. I know substitutions and stuff have to be after the first free throw shot. I guess timeout's going to be called at any point there. Remind you, Toonie Buys Houses in any condition. Call today for cash offer, 405-931-3046. Johnson goes 1 for 2 at the line. Both of her 2 trips to the line today have been 1 for 2. Broken Arrow sets up their offense. Appreciate Buffalo Wild Wings for sponsoring our stream this week. Remind you that at Buffalo Wild Wings, you can count on them for every Tuesday for buy one, get one 50% off bone-in wings. I wonder what your go-to wing flavor is at Buffalo Wild Wings. Gordy and I were talking yesterday about our favorites. I like the Desert Heat Dry Rub. Gordy likes the, what is it, Gordy?
With the garlic parmesan.
Garlic parm, all right. Audrey Plunkett getting right down the court. Harrell passes off. Now Zoe Johnson. Plunkett has the ball knocked out of her hands, picks it back up, backs down the defender, going strong, puts shot up, no good. Battle for the rebound, and I believe we'll end up with a jump ball.
Got to stay here.
Brittany Crawford strong.
She's strong. I said both the Crawford twins do a really good job down low, especially on the boards, but they both shoot.
Jakari Brown takes the inbound pass, and an offensive foul called on Plunkett on a moving screen.
Just a possession I'm sure Carl Albert wishes they could have back. I said Possessions are hard to come by. Carl Albert unfortunately turning that one over.
9-point lead for the Titans with 1:45 left to play in the first half. Dow inbounds the ball to McCrary. Broken Arrow has the ability to come back in this game, only down 9 here, but Carl Albert's not a team you want to get down by double digits to. Foul on Zoe Johnson.
Johnson down there battling with Leah Peters, kind of trying to making it hard on her, just kind of caught that arm in there. I said Carl Albert, like you said, Tracy, just doing a really good job trying to stop the Tigers from closing in on this lead, but Carl Albert, like I said again, they've kind of stepped up the defensive intensity just a little bit, just like the Tigers did at the beginning of the second period.
Got a foul on the inbound play on Jakari Brown. That's starting to stack up the fouls. 3 fouls now on Carl Albert, and a takeaway by Siley Johnson as she just strips the ball away from Carl Albert, puts it back in the bucket for 2.
Nice little pick from Hatch. It just wasn't quite watching. Siley Johnson able to kind of get in there really quick for the score.
Ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with Carl Albert. Brown to inbound on the baseline inbound play. 1 minute to play in the half. Brinley Crawford misses off the glass, and jump ball will be the call under the basket. It'll go to Broken Arrow, I should say.
Again, good rebound by Crawford, just unable to come away with that possession. Tying the ball up, but like I said, making her presence known on the rebounding end for sure.
Dow brings the ball up the court. She's directing traffic, gives the ball back to McCrary.
Broken Arrow needs to really see if they can get some points going into this half. See if they can try to close this just a little bit more. Ooh, nice.
A battle with an and one coming by Siley Johnson. You got the Triple Elite screen printing instant replay. She gets the and one with the Toonie Buys Houses free throw coming.
Nice little feed down low to Johnson. Again, able to hit those boards, coming away with the 2.
Johnson misses the free throw. Brinley Crawford gets the rebound. Johnson's been the offensive firepower here for Broken Arrow. Probably should have been a backcourt call on that last play, and all of a sudden we have a 3-point game, 27-24.
Nice feed by McCrary to Matthew. And then another steal by Johnson.
Siley Johnson turning it on. It's a 1-point game, 27-26.
Yesterday, Tracy, she came off the bench and gave quite a bit of energy to the Tigers, and she's doing the same today, able to replicate that performance.
Leah Peters called for the foul. And that is in the bonus. So with 11 seconds left to play in the first half, Hayden Harrell headed to the free throw line for the Toonie Buys Houses free throws.
Be her first time to the line this morning.
No points for Harrell today, right?
No points for Harrell, not yet.
Well, she has points now after she hits on the first Toonie Buys Houses free throw.
I didn't want to jinx her, Trace. I didn't want. But like I say, good job by Harrell.
Kinley Sutton checked into the game for Carl Albert. And Harrell hits both of the free throws. Extends the lead back to 3, 29-26. Under 10 seconds to play in the half. McCrary battling against Harrell. Pulls up, across to Dow, who takes her first shot of the game. Back iron, no good. Annabelle Crawford with the rebound, and it's halftime with the Carl Albert Lady Titans leading the Broken Arrow Lady Tigers 29-26 in this Buffalo Wild Wings Titan Classic. We're going to take a break here at halftime. Buffalo Wild Wings, our halftime sponsor. They've got the Super Bowl deal. The Super Bowl's just 2 weeks away. This weekend are the conference championships. They want to remind you that you can count on Buffalo Wild Wings every Tuesday for buy one, get one 50% off bone-in wings. Enjoy your go-to wing flavors or try something new. Your new Tuesday rituals here, and it's saucy. At participating locations, not valid with other offers or discounts. See the website or the app for details. On the screen, you can see that offer. Pre-order for the big game, and you get 6 free wings on your next visit. That's a pretty good deal, Jordan.
Yes.
I caught you off guard. You had your mic up. Sorry about that. All right, folks, it's the Carl Albert Lady Titans lead by 3 at halftime, and we're going to take a break on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Tommy's Express Car Wash, we know how to love your ride. Try the Works Wash with our signature 14-step cleaning process, engineered to shine and shield your car from the elements. From breaking down dirt and bugs with our Detox Pre-Wash to restoring your vehicle's finish with our ceramic body wax. Give your car the best with our Top Wash. Then complete the clean with free vacuums and mat washers. Download our app and get your first 30 days of the works for free. Tommy's Express. Love your ride.
Isn't just where you live, it's where you thrive. Elevate it with a roof that reflects your standards. At Cantrell Roofing, we deliver efficiency and high-quality installations. Our A-plus BBB certified team performs the highest level of craftsmanship, and our in-house insurance adjuster handles claims fast and stress-free. Backed by 30 years of experience, our 5-star Google rating reflects the trust we've earned. The better your roof is built, the better it holds up in the Oklahoma weather. Remember, got hail? Call Cantrell.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett and Gordy Jones back at Carl Albert High School. We are in the remnants of the 2026 Titan Classic. We had this fantastic tournament schedule, and Mother Nature said, no, I got other plans. So
Remnants, I like that.
Yeah, it's the remnants. We have 2 games today. We're at halftime in the first game. Carl Albert Lady Titans leading the Broken Arrow Lady Tigers by 3 at halftime, 29-26. And then I will follow that up with the Carl Albert boys taking on the Pirates from Piper, Kansas.
That ought to be a good one.
Piper, Kansas, just west, out on Leavenworth Road, west of Kansas City, Kansas. So they've made the long trip, and then they're going to make that trip back today. Since the weather's kind of coming in from the southeast, I think they're going to stay in the clear most of the way home, though. And this is the only games we've got today, and then the rest of the tournament is canceled. But it's 29-26, Lady Titans at halftime. Our tournament, sponsored by Buffalo Wild Wings this year. Buffalo Wild Wings located at 5500 Tinker Diagonal. Thursdays are the new Fridays. Every Thursday, enjoy buy one, get one free boneless wings with B-dubs. I want to remind you that's valid only for orders placed through the Buffalo Wild Wings app or website. Jakari Brown comes out firing in the second half the same way she started the first half. Trade in the Bobby Lewis Insurance 3-point shots.
Said Jakari Brown starting off the same exact way she did earlier. Starting hot from the arc.
Soraya Matthews working hard inside. She continues to score points in the paint.
It's almost a repeat of what we saw in that first half, Tracy. Both teams coming out with the same intensity.
Our third period sponsored by Patrick Newby Farmers Insurance, a local family-owned agency since 1978. Folks, that's almost 50 years. Scan the QR code in the upper right hand of the screen or give them a call at 405-733-7671 for a free quote. Hayden Harrell misses on the 3. Rebound goes to Broken Arrow.
Hayden Harrell getting up her first 3-point shot of the evening. Trying to see if she can get something going from the arc as well.
McCrary takes Harrell all the way to the hole, misses the layup. Jakari Brown on the other end does not miss the layup, and she draws the foul. We've got the triple elite screen printing instant replay for you.
Nice little feed down there off the bounce pass to Brown. Brown, like I said, one of the great cutters for the Titans, able to kind of get that one in there, threading the needle for the 2.
Who was it that got called for that foul? Do you?
I didn't see who got called on that one,
was?
Tracy. Sorry about that. Let me see.
If I was watching the instant replay, I would have seen who it was, but no one really in foul trouble in that first half. No one with more than 2 fouls. We do have a timeout on the court now, a 6-point lead for Carl Albert. Jakari Brown shooting the Toonie Buys Houses free throw when we come out of the timeout. We got Brandy producing for us now. Appreciate all the talent and all the folks that join us on our team here and step up to learn new roles and new skills.
No doubt. Just a lot of help to us. Makes our job way easier, Tracy. Especially you.
Oh, we get the easy part. We just get to talk. For me, talking is easy.
I get the easy part. I feel bad. Said you and Jordan, y'all put in so much work.
Jakari Brown at the line. Toonie Buys Houses free throws, and Brown connects.
Brown able to complete the and one. That's it, making her the leading scorer for the Titans today.
Full court pressure now by Carl Albert. I haven't seen this look from him in this game.
Right. Should have said maybe one instance, decided to try to go with it a little bit at the end of that first half. But like I said, just briefly, Coach Ritchie decided to go right back to it, see if they could try to create some space on the scoreboard.
Dow misses the 3. Plunkett gets the rebound. Broken Arrow had a little bit of trouble there for a moment with that press, but they managed to break it, get down the court.
Right. Kind of Titans using their own firepower against him because, again, the Tigers were the aggressor going with the full court press and staying with that man and definitely using these traps.
What a move. What a pivot. That is like 6th grade. Here we're going to work on pivot moves with a dribble. Exactly. And Brown just goes around her defender and goes to the hole.
Just picturesque right there. Like you say, textbook roll right there. Of course, you can't even write it any better than that. Just a perfect move by Brown.
Back to a 9-point lead. Carl Albert had that 9-point lead late in the second, and then Broken Arrow went on a flurry of scoring courtesy of Siley Johnson, and now McCrary drives to the hole and scores.
McCrary able to tiptoe her way through the defender.
Jakari Brown all alone under the basket for 2.
Audrey Plunkett doing a really good job at the top of the key, creating, the last 3 assists to Jakari Brown. And there's again another steal by Plunkett all the way to the basket.
Plunkett fouled hard going for the layup.
Jeez.
And it wasn't a hard foul like a player took her out. She just got sandwiched between 2 defenders.
Right, try to split those 2 defenders. Just got a little bit tripped up, but like I said, nice steal again by Plunkett. I said doing a really good job this second half, being a distributor as well as a scorer.
Audrey Plunkett getting the Toonie Buys Houses free throws. Misses on the first. She's 0 for 2 at the free throw line in this game. See if she can break that streak with this third one. They say the third time's a charm.
They say that. Let's see.
Not in this case.
Today. Not today, but next time, third time is definitely a charm for sure.
McCrary gets the rebound. He gets the ball into the front court now. Inside, Peters goes around Plunkett, and a foul will be called on Broken Arrow. Plunkett got the rebound and then again got sandwiched and hammered, knocked to the floor.
Right. Plunkett kind of caught the worst end of that one. I said really good space and really good positioning, but just, drawing the foul there, which is good by her.
Full court pressure by Broken Arrow again, and Peters gets a hand on the ball and knocks it out of bounds.
Peters showing again when she's one of the better defenders for the Tigers, putting that on-ball pressure on Johnson.
Johnson inbound, backcourt baseline. Plunkett on the sideline takes the inbound pass. She's got the height to be able to get over a defender with a pass.
Right.
Malia Hatchett in the front court. Ball tipped away from behind, out of bounds. It'll be a baseline inbound play coming for Carl Albert.
Carl Albert doing all they can to try to break that press, Tracy, but like I said, able to kind of get that ball out of the out of bounds, but doing a really good job against the Tigers. Tigers, like I said, doing a really good job trying to close Carl Albert out on these presses and playing a really good job of on-ball defense.
Doesn't feel like Carl Albert is comfortable breaking that press of Broken Arrow.
Definitely.
Jakari Brown takes the inbound pass. She's out top. Hatchett on the left wing looking inside. Johnson looking for somewhere to drive.
Somewhere to go.
If there's a hole, she'll find it. She's like a good running back that's going to sniff out a crease between the linemen,
No doubt. The Tigers impressive. I said I love the feet work, by the Tigers. I said they're doing a really good job on their closeouts, trying to really make it hard on a really quick, tightened offense. Unfortunately, Zoe Johnson missing that layup there, but good drive.
Well, that was that crease we were talking about. She got her lane to the basket, just couldn't finish. And a foul called.
Looks like they'll call that on Hatchett.
Well, apologize for the cough, folks. I thought I turned my mic off, but I turned off the wrong one and didn't mean to put that in your ear. It's a 9-point lead for Carl Albert. Toonie Buys Houses free throws. It's still a 9-point lead as Peters does not connect.
Good feed.
Hatchett going to the hole, draws the foul.
Matthew unfortunately raked Hatchett right across the face. Just a little
Matthews had pretty good position, but when Hatchett decided to drive on her and went under the arms, probably that's just a tough call for Matthews. Probably not a lot she could have done with that.
Like I said, playing really good defense today. Got that arm up, like you say. Malia Hatchett just happened to run right into her.
Hatchett 3 for 3 from the free throw line, so she's getting it done from the charity stripe today.
No doubt.
Courtesy Toonie Buys Houses. 4 for 4 for Hatchett, and it's an 11-point lead now, double digits for the Lady Titans.
Again, Carl Albert just able to capitalize on their scoring opportunities, and the Tigers just aren't able to capitalize. Like I said, they've gotten up some good layups this half, but like I said, just unable to get some of these to fall.
McCrary just taking her time now at point. Passes the ball off. Varner back in the ball game. Matthews muscling her way around Jakari Brown to go off the glass from the left side.
Nice little drop and roll there by Matthew again.
12 points for Matthew in the ball game. Oh, no. Brown throwing to Plunkett. Plunkett just had turned her back and was walking away, but Hayden Harrell with that quickness chases down the loose ball.
Nice recovery.
That pass was so unexpected by everybody, the defense didn't even react to it.
Just froze. Just froze there.
Plunkett for three.
Ooh.
Boom! Mr. Bobby Lewis Insurance three for Audrey Plunkett.
Her second one of the night, Tracy. I seen that one coming off her hands. You can just tell that was just a perfect shot there.
12 points for Plunkett to go with the 19 for Jakari Brown.
Right. Both these seniors really showing Carl Albert exactly what they've been doing the last few years.
12-point lead now for the Lady Titans. Johnson inside to Peters. Peters backs down the defense, kicks the ball back out, and McCrary drives in, draws the foul on Harrell.
McCrary's had some nice drives today and yesterday. Like I said, just not able to kind of land some of these scoring opportunities, but like I said, nonetheless, McCrary to the line.
Yeah, remembering yesterday's game, McCrary hits the first of the two Toonie Buys Houses free throws. We're trying to remember yesterday's game. It felt like McCrary was a difference maker in the game, but it didn't convert to many statistics.
Exactly. Sometimes you don't see these on the board, but like you say, definitely a difference maker and able to kind of lead this team as the point guard on offense and defense.
Brown kicks the ball back to Harrell. Harrell picks up her dribble way outside, and Johnson adjusts. Another dangerous pass. Plunkett made one into Johnson, who wasn't looking. The quickness of Johnson and Harrell has saved a couple of potential turnovers for Carl Albert here.
Definitely. Just a problem.
Plunkett going to the hole, off the glass, and one. And the foul is going against McCrary. That'll be her third.
Nice drive there by Plunkett. Unfortunately, McCrary picking up the foul on that one. Just not able to get those hands up quick enough.
Toonie Buys Houses in any condition. Call today for a cash offer, 405-931-3046. Plunkett finally gets the free throw to fall on her fourth attempt of the game. 14-point lead now for the Titans.
Oh, Albert's managed to stretch this one out. Again.
Matthews going against Annabelle Crawford. And ball tipped out of bounds by Hatchett. It's going to be Broken Arrow basketball. Dow checks back into the game.
Dow's been quiet today after a strong performance yesterday.
Gracie Sanders checks back in, too. Now, she's been a difference maker defensively.
No doubt.
With some big blocks in the ballgame.
I said just a really good defender, a great passer as well.
Leah Peters battling, and Plunkett gets the takeaway, but she's going to get called for the foul. Plunkett probably doesn't like the call, neither do her teammates. The referee emphasized that she got her with the body.
Right.
Upper body, the way he was signaling.
So just an upper body signal, just a little too aggressive maybe.
Leah Peters connects with the first of her Toonie Buys Houses free throws. That was her first out of 3 attempts, and she misses number 4. So she's 1 for 4 at the line. And Annabelle Crawford strips it away from Gracie Sanders. Jump ball is called. It's going to stay with Broken Arrow.
Crawford twins just strong.
A minute 24 left to play in this Patrick Newby Farmers Insurance third period. McCrary takes the inbound pass to set up the offense here. Sanders inside to Peters, trying to back down Brindley off the glass. Oh, I don't like the call. Don't like the call at all.
That was a little late, Tracy.
Peters going to the line to shoot free throws again. Brindley Crawford standing straight up, standing still. Leah Peters turned into her, bounced off, and they call the foul on Crawford.
That was tough. That's a tough call.
Leah Peters connects on the first of the Toonie Buys Houses free throws. And connects on both of them. She's now 3 for 5 at the free throw line. Full court pressure by Broken Arrow. Zoe Johnson bringing the ball up the court. Gets around Siley Johnson. Hatchett had the open three, drives in, goes too high and hard off the glass. Rebound, Broken Arrow.
Hatchett might have just got a little bit unbalanced on that one. Just a quick release, unfortunately.
Zoe Johnson tips the ball away. Brindley Crawford gets it, and a foul's called on Leah Peters.
Peters just being a little bit too aggressive on that one. One of those ones that you just kind of got to let go.
Toonie Beishausen's free throws coming, as that was the 5th team foul on Broken Arrow.
Right, just like I said, just not really thinking clearly on that one. Peters, like I said, just trying to be a little bit too aggressive with Crawford. Crawford normally not the one to bring the ball down, so.
Crawford connects on the first free throw. Lead is back to 12. Kinley Sutton checks back into the game for Carl Albert.
Kinley Sutton had a good showing last night as well.
Brindley Crawford hits her second free throw. McCrary brings the ball down the court for Broken Arrow. Matthews at the free throw line. Sanders in the corner for three. Boom! It's a Bobby Lewis Insurance three.
Second three-pointer of the night for Gracie Sanders. One thing we know, she definitely has the stroke and the ability to do so.
Bobby Lewis Insurance has surprisingly great rates, 2 locations in Choctaw and Del City. Call them in Choctaw at 405-281-6700. 10-point game, 49-39, 10 seconds to play here in the Patrick Newby Farmers Insurance third period. Harrell going right, 4 seconds, cross the court. Brown fires the three. Boom! At the buzzer! Whoa!
All the way from Dale City, Tracy.
Had a hand in her face and drains the Bobby Lewis Insurance three.
Jeez.
Jakari Brown with 22 points in the ball game.
I mean, goodness gracious, what a shot.
After 3 periods of play, the Carl Albert Lady Titans lead by 13, 52-39 here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Last year, 35% of all auto accident deaths were rollovers. If you've been in a wreck, don't hesitate to call us. This is why you need our number in your phone. This could be you.
When you call our firm, you're going to get one of us, not some paralegal or office manager.
Most lawyers, they take more money than their clients. Most of the time, a lot more.
We don't, and we guarantee it.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussick, Gordy Jones back at Carl Albert High School to begin the 4th period of play in this Buffalo Wild Wings 2026 Titan Classic. Our 4th period brought to you by Dynamic Health Clinic. Dynamic Health Clinic, Dr. Kaufman specializes in athletic injuries and is able to get athletes back in action very quickly using a system called Advanced Muscle Integration. Play better and recover faster at Dynamic Health Clinic. 405-454-6400.
Nice.
I wonder if he could help non-athletes like me become athletes.
Right. We need some advanced muscle. Pronto.
We're in the 4th period of play. A foul called on Broken Arrow, and Hayden Harrell's going to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Brought to you by Toonie Beishausen.
Nice drive there by Hatchett to draw the foul.
Oh, was it?
I'm sorry, by Harrell. I've said that.
Yeah, I don't know who's going to the line now. A non-shooting foul.
Non-shooting foul. Sorry.
He held up 2 fingers, but now it's a non-shooting foul. All right.
Trying to play tricks on us.
McCrary's going to take a seat as Siley Johnson checks back into the game.
Right.
Harrell to inbound. Annabelle Crawford takes the pass, hands off to Harrell. Jakari Brown, top of the key.
Ooh.
She needed a buzzer sounding to be able to make that.
Just in and out. She likes the pressure. She performs well under pressure, as we know. And like I said, just a really good shooting performance today by Jakari Brown. Excuse me.
Leah Peters comes out to set the screen. Nothing there.
Oh.
Boom! It's a Bobby Lewis Insurance three for Gracie Sanders. She has 3 of those.
Right. I said 3 for Sanders after a really good performance from the arc yesterday. Gracie Sanders showing us why she's one of the premier shooters for the Tigers.
10 points left, 10-point difference in the ball game with 7 minutes left to play. Zoe Johnson and Malia Hatchett check back in. Annabelle and Brindley Crawford both take a seat.
Looks like Coach Rich is going to exchange his height for some speed on the defensive end.
Gracie Sanders, after hitting that three, is going to take a seat. McCrary gets the rebound off a miss, pushing the ball back up the court. It's a 3-on-3, and Audrey Dow gets her first bucket of the ball game.
Nice little patient move by McCrary, of course, reading the defense, able to find Dow.
Got a full timeout called on the court. It's an 8-point lead now for the Carl Albert Lady Titans, and we're going to take a break on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Celebrating 10 years. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussick, Gordy Jones back at Carl Albert High School for the last period, brought to you by Dynamic Health Clinic. Here in the Carl Albert Titan Classic, just the final 2 games, all that's left. The Lady Titans lead the Broken Arrow Lady Tigers by 8, 52-44, with 6:58 left to play. And this is a game where the Lady Titans have extended their lead up to about 13, 14, and the Tigers just keep clawing back into it.
Right. I said, just playing a really good job, and here you go again. I said, be able to create these turnovers on defense, and again, Dow for the not easy bucket. I'll take that back because that was defended. But like you say, the Tigers doing a really good job with their own ball defense and now initiating this press.
Yeah, the press for Broken Arrow is being effective. Harrell for 3, no good, and a foul is going to be called on McCrary as she gets a push into the back of Zoe Johnson.
Yeah, just a little slight push there by McCrary.
Now this could be trouble. McCrary has 4 fouls now.
Right. Their best, one of their best defender, if not their best defender. And, of course, their lead point guard. A lot of time left in this first quarter, so she's going to have to be careful.
Jakari Brown leading scorer in the ballgame with 22. She's been just so consistent and shot the ball so well in this game.
No doubt.
Zoe Johnson, boom! It's a Bobby Lewis Insurance 3 for Zoe Johnson.
First three-pointer of the night from by Miss Johnson.
9 points for Zoe Johnson. The freshman extends the lead back to 9.
Like you say, every time Broken Arrow makes an attempt to kind of close this gap, Carl Albert does a really good job of extending the lead.
6 minutes to play. McCrary taking on 3 defenders.
Nice.
Takes 2 of them to the hole. Misses the shot. Battle for a rebound as Jakari Brown went in the battle.
That was a nice move there by McCrary. Just unable to get that one to drop.
Kinley Sutton in the ball game for the Lady Titans. Brown thought about the 3 that time, but Siley Johnson, I keep wanting to put an N in her name, comes out, gets a hand in her face.
Carl Albert being very decisive and methodical with their ball movement, making sure that they make the right pass. Like I said, just attempting.
Harrell for 3. Boom! And Bobby Lewis Insurance 3 for Hayden Harrell.
First Trey ball of the night.
That's her first field goal of the game. All she had was free throws before that. We've got a timeout called by the Lady Tigers. 5 minutes left to play in the ball game. A 12-point lead for the Lady Titans, 58-46, a full timeout. So we'll take one as well here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Last year, 35% of all auto accident deaths were rollovers.
You need our number in your phone. This could be you.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Gordy Jones back at Carl Albert High School, where the Carl Albert Lady Titans lead the Broken Arrow Lady Tigers 58-46 with 5:13 left to play in the Dynamic Health Clinic fourth period. This is, as we said, the remnant of the Buffalo Wild Wing Titan Classic basketball tournament. Weather has caused us to cancel the rest of the tournament. We have this game going on now, followed by the Carl Albert boys taking on the Pirates of Piper, Kansas. We do want to apologize if you typically watch the Oklahoma Sports Network games on YouTube. Our YouTube feed, for some reason, has like a walleye, fisheye look to it, and there's not a whole lot we can do about it in the middle of the game, but appreciate you if you're watching on the app or on our website. If you know someone who normally watches on YouTube, you might let them know to download the app or to go to our website to watch the games.
Right.
Broken Arrow sticking with that full court pressure, and as effective as it's been, Carl Albert still leading by 12.
Right. Broken Arrow had the first possession of the game, but unfortunately turned the ball over right back to Carl Albert, allowing them to try to extend this lead just a little bit more.
Harrell thinking about the three, passes off. Carl Albert using a little time now.
Right.
Brindley to Annabelle.
Showing great patience on the offensive end right now.
You know, as I've gotten older, instead of becoming more conservative with clothing colors and going more brown, I'm a fan of the bright shoes. And you know, I had the bright purple ones on yesterday. I like Jakari Brown shoes.
Same. It's starting to grow on me. You know, the youth, they like something a little bit different. My son, he likes to wear pink, hot pink shoes for some reason.
Zoe Johnson finds a lane. Floater is good for two.
Nice little drop and floater right there by Johnson.
A lot of time off the clock on that possession as well.
Definitely.
Peters scores on the other end.
Good little putback there by Peters.
Peters with 9 points now.
Right.
Brown to Johnson. It's a 2-on-2. Annabelle Crawford in and out.
Nice find right there by Johnson to Crawford.
McCrary pushing. Sanders for three, and it's short, going out of bounds.
Just coming up a little bit short, but Carl Albert able to put a little bit more defensive pressure and turn the notch up just a little bit on the defensive end.
Immediate trap on Harrell in the backcourt. Good job getting the ball down the court. Zoe Johnson, corner to Jakari Brown, takes the baseline, and she bounces back out. Nearing the 3-minute mark left in the ball game. Well, again, we want to thank Buffalo Wild Wings for being our title sponsor of this year's tournament.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, what a move by Brindley Crawford finding the hole. Timeout called once again.
What a dime right there, dropped by Zoe Johnson to Crawford again for the assist and for the putback.
We've got a full timeout once again. It is a 14-point lead. I believe that's the biggest lead of the ball game for Carl Albert with 3 minutes left to play here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Celebrating 10 years. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Last year, 35% of all auto accident deaths were rollovers. If you've been in a wreck, don't hesitate to call us. This is why you need our number in your phone. This could be you.
When you call our firm, you're going to get one of us, not some paralegal or office manager.
Most lawyers, they take more money than their clients. Most of the time, a lot more.
We don't, and we guarantee it.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Gordy Jones, Carl Albert High School. The Carl Albert Lady Titans have extended their lead now 62-48 over the Broken Arrow Lady Tigers in this last girls game of the 2026 Titan Classic, brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. Broken Arrow has the ball coming out of the timeout, and a moving screen called on Audrey Dow. I believe that is her third personal foul. Full court pressure again by Broken Arrow. Fourth period of this ball game brought to you by Dynamic Health Clinic. Dr. Kaufman, specializing in getting athletes back on the court. Call him at 405-454-6400. 454-6400.
Coach Ritchie being very specific with the way he wants Carl Albert to run this offense.
Annabelle Crawford misses the three. Brindley gets the rebound. Matthews reaching over her back. Brindley pulls it out of her arms.
May have gotten away with the foul there.
Just a little. Again, Carl Albert being very patient right now, just working the ball, trying to eat up a little clock. Brindley driving in, and Audrey Dow's going to get a hold of it. Jump ball's the call, and it goes to Broken Arrow.
Kind of caught Crawford off guard just a little bit by picking up that dribble. Thus far, Carl Albert had done a really good job on that offensive possession, keeping the ball out of Broken Arrow's hands, but he'll sub those two twins out right now.
Plunkett and Hatchett check back in for Carl Albert.
Right. You can tell Coach Ritchie is really, even though he does have the lead, like I said, trying to make sure that he keeps these starters in and keeps them fluid. I said going into the next ball game.
Pass inside to Matthews, can't handle it.
Nice.
Harrell comes up with it. Matthews dogging her in the backcourt. Jakari Brown has the ball. She's got an open lane to the front court now.
Oh, nice find.
Plunkett driving the baseline, gets the feed from Jakari Brown. There's your triple elite screen printing instant replay.
Jeez. Jakari Brown, not only is she just a dynamic all-around player, out there just dropping dimes, making it an easy no-look pass to Plunkett.
Leah Peters has hit the side of the rim 5 times on this one possession.
Possession. Nice.
Finally
rebound.
Gets a foul.
Right. A little tough under there. A little frustration shown there by Leah Peters. Just unable to get that one to fall, but good job at getting those rebounds.
Leah Peters about to shoot her 6th and 7th free throws, courtesy Toonie Buys Houses.
A strong performance today by Leah Peters.
Off the front of the rim. That was the same way she was shooting under the basket.
Right.
Arms might be getting a little tired.
I think so. She's played a lot of minutes in this game, Tracy.
Legs might be getting tired.
Right.
Too. Yeah.
Oh.
In and out on that one. Matthew, those getting the rebound and puts it in for 2.
Doing what she's been doing all night.
Clean up work.
Clean up work, exactly. Hitting those boards. Just a really good showing. Really just tough showing today by Soraya Matthew.
Jakari Brown in the front court gets the dish from Plunkett. Brown picks up her dribble. Under a minute to play now. Hatchett in the corner. Carl Albert spreading the court, trying to eat up some clock. Got the 13-point lead, 64-51. Brown defended by Matthew. I'm a little surprised we're not seeing some fouls already by Broken Arrow. Matthew reaching in, 30 seconds on the clock now. Broken Arrow has allowed 30 seconds to tick off the clock on this possession by Carl Albert.
Yes, they decided to just go ahead and bow down gracefully today. Like I said, good showing by the Tigers early on.
Dow knocks the ball out of the hands of Carl Albert player, and it goes off of her leg out of bounds. So it's a turnover in Broken Arrow basketball. 40 seconds go off the clock, but they do manage to get the ball and keep Carl Albert from scoring.
Right. It's good defense.
Will they try to score quickly? It looks like they're not going to. Just holding the ball here. Maybe one final shot as Carl Albert Lady Titans are going to get the win over Broken Arrow. Matthews hits the bottom of the backboard. Clock still ticking, and that's the end of the basketball game. 64-51, the final in this Buffalo Wild Wings final girls game of the Titan Classic. The Carl Albert Lady Titans get the victory over the Broken Arrow Lady Tigers.
Nice.
Closing thoughts on this game, Gordy?
Well, that was really good. Like I said, when we watch these early games, you really know what type of energy, or you don't know what type of energy a team is going to come out with. But like you say, Tracy, really impressed by both of these teams with the amount of intensity that they showed up with. And like I said, just playing a really good 4 quarters of ball.
All right, well, folks, we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Get ready for the Carl Albert boys versus the Piper, Kansas Pirates here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Thanks for watching this presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.